Hello everybody, Braxton of ProOmnia here, and this is a much needed update video. Because I gotta talk about some things. Yeah, first and foremost, I got a haircut. That's not the important part of the video, but hey, it's been a while since you guys seen my face. So I have a couple of things I need to talk about. And the first and foremost, the biggest thing is that nothing has been uploaded in like 2 weeks, and I'm sorry about that. Far Cry 5 was last updated like, I don't even remember, September something. God, now I gotta remember what, I gotta go look that up. I'm gonna do some research real quick. Technically it was uploaded 5 days ago, but I had to re-upload that because it wasn't completely, correctly edited. We're gonna say the 22nd. I feel like it was probably uploaded on September 22nd. It's been, how long since the September 22nd? A little over 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks on Saturday. Far Cry 5 has not been uploaded since. And I have to apologize for that. I have 2 episodes currently recorded. One of them has currently been edited, and I have not edited the second episode. And you might be questioning, why is this? Why isn't Far Cry 5 being recorded, or edited, or uploaded for that matter? And the simple answer is that I don't have the motivation to, as sad as that is. The real answer is it's hard to actually record Far Cry 5, and I'm not too entirely sure why. I've been thinking about the reason why, and I have the biggest thing I can think of is the kind of game that it is, being so open world. I feel like every time I record something, I'm not actually making any progress. Like, to me, when I'm playing the game, I make little pieces of progress, and then there's a story part, and then, oh gosh, my AC turned off. I have a jacket on. I just thought it'd be cooler, I guess. But in all seriousness though, it'll be small pieces, and then like the story missions come up, and that's really the big part of the game, and then all of a sudden the story missions go away, and then you start doing these smaller missions which seem very repetitive. There's not much story going on, and it's very difficult for me to continue the franchise, continue the series itself, without feeling like I'm not actually making progress. Granted, based on how much is really left in the game, there's probably only about 7 or 8 episodes until the finale, but it's still hard to record because I do not have the time to really record, and that's bad. One of the biggest things that's drawing my time obviously is school. You know, for those of you who are not aware, I am a 3rd-year pharmacy school student, and it's kicking my butt. I've been doing pretty good in classes, but it's just taking up a lot of my time, and I've always made the idea that school needs to come before this, and this is no exception, but this is a little different. Because it's not just school that's taking up my time, it's work that's taking up my time. It's minor edit errors that happen in previous videos. That means that I can't go and edit the next episode until I fix the previous one. It's just a lot of hassle, and I've had to do that twice with Far Cry 5. It's also really difficult because Far Cry 5, I've noticed that the past like 6-7 episodes are just absolutely terrible. Like, if anybody goes back to watch them, please don't. They're awful videos. They are awful because I'm not the best at commentating. There's been a ton of times where I've recorded an episode a day before I told myself I need to upload it, just for the sake of uploading an episode, and I feel so stressed when I'm recording because I keep making myself do it, and it's just this huge amount of I'm not content with the episodes that I'm making, and it's starting to drive me insane, kind of. Not actually clinically insane, but just upset with the content that I put up. You know, doing Super Mario Odyssey at the beginning of the year was amazing, and I had a blast doing that. The Evil Within was a challenge because it's a survival horror game, and going from the lighthearted, cartoonish vibe of Mario to The Evil Within is just like absolutely contrasting one another. It was difficult, but it's still fun. And then Far Cry 5 comes along and continues in a similar vein, and I just feel like I'm putting so much pressure on myself to get a video up that I decided to stop doing that just for the well-being of my mental state. But it's difficult for me to actually continue to make this series because I keep putting these dates on everything, and if I don't have a video by this day, recorded and edited and uploaded by this day, then guess what? You've missed an episode. Now you gotta wait another week. And it's just, I'm tired of it. That doesn't mean I'm tired of YouTube, I'm just tired of doing that. So I'm going to the root of the problem, and I'm kind of reevaluating how I'm wanting to do this. That brings me to the next point of my update. When is Far Cry 5 coming back? And the answer is I have no idea. But it will be done before the end of the year. I'm hoping so. This little hiatus will hopefully end in the next couple of weeks, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm not going to edit and upload a video. Again, I'm not going to edit, I think it's episode 35 is the next one. I'm not going to upload 35 until I have beaten Far Cry 5 and have all of the footage necessary to edit. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I know for a fact that I have the recording part of the episode done and over with. Because as odd as it sounds, the recording process for me takes the most time. Because I have to set up the tripod, set up my camera, I have to open up Audacity, I have to open up my game capture from a capture card, gotta make sure all the wires and stuff are plugged in. I gotta sync everything up, and then I get to record. And after setting everything up, it's only like 5 or 10 minutes, but then once everything's set up and I start recording, episodes can take a lot longer to record than they actually are to edit. Sometimes it's like an hour's worth of recording, then I'm only gonna cut down to like half an hour because the rest of the half an hour is either, you know, having to take a break in between an episode, or cuts that I'm making because, you know, going from point A to point B in the game is just, you know, monotonous, and no one's gonna want to watch that. So it's kind of difficult to do that. And once that's all done, then all my footage gets converted and then put back on my computer, and then that's when I can edit everything. But recording itself is the most time-consuming part because it's the physical aspect of making a video. And when I'm stressing that, I end up having commentary that's not fun, it's not engaging, it's not funny, it's not interesting, nobody wants to watch it. I will go back and I've watched a couple of my previous videos in Far Cry 5, and I just kind of sit there and think, this is boring. Nobody would want to watch this. Why are people putting themselves through this torture? Please don't. And one of the aspects of that is because whenever I make an episode, every episode has the beginning portion of it where it's like a funny little phrase, and then like a 1 minute, 2 minute spiel of funny or interesting events that happened in the previous episode, just to kind of, I don't know, makes me laugh, I guess, whenever I edit them. I like seeing how interesting, it's a good way to gauge how interesting to me the previous episode was. And some episodes that are really good have like a minute and a half long, you know, introduction, but sometimes the really bad episodes only have like 30-40 seconds, and then I'm like, that lets me know that I didn't really like the previous episode because nothing was worth writing down. And so it's kind of draining. Draining's a good word for that. Why am I recording everything all at once like this? I'm going to start after this Let's Play. Once this is all recorded and edited and then uploaded, I'm also going to start recording the next Let's Play because I'm wanting to test this theory out. I'm wanting to test being able to record everything all at once, finishing the game, and then editing the pieces and then uploading that in the future while still uploading previous episodes. And I feel like the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to test the theory of if this will help with the whole deadline thing. It means it tells me that there's a pseudo deadline that I need to make to beat the game, but it's so far out that it gives me a little bit of ample time to record things, and if I don't make it, well then it's perfectly fine. I'm not pushing myself as hard recording videos, and I feel like that would probably help me a lot. So the next Let's Play that I'm actually doing, I'm planning on it being a shorter game to kind of help test this theory out. I don't know how long the game's going to be. I have an idea of what it is going to be, but I just don't know what kind of content it'll provide, I suppose. I don't know how long the series will last, but that's kind of the next Let's Play that's in my mind, what you can expect after Far Cry 5. With this being all sorts of talked about, what am I going to do with the channel? I'm not going to do like what I did last year, where I just stopped making content and was like, we're not doing this channel anymore, because that's not what's going on. I really, 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 really like making content. I really like uploading content, and I like making content that I like watching, I guess is an interesting way to see it. And I noticed that the past, like I said, the past like week or two, the past like 6 or 7 episodes of Far Cry 5 have not been the most interesting to watch, and I apologize for that. And like I said, I also apologize for not having anything uploaded in the past like 2.5 weeks. And like I've said before, the reason being is because it's just a lot of things. So the future of this channel is I'm going to change my recording habits so that this doesn't happen again. And if it does happen and there is a hiatus, it's because I'm working on getting a series recorded and not because I just haven't had the time to work on it. And that's, to me personally, probably the best way to go about this whole issue. But I am appreciative of streaming on Twitch and having stream archives being sent to the channel, which I appreciate. I really like that Twitch allows me to straight over to YouTube. I know people have mentioned, why don't you just stream on YouTube instead of Twitch? And personally, I've always liked Twitch. I think it's more geared towards streaming, and personally, I like the aesthetic of it. YouTube probably has similar things, and while that's nice and all, I like the atmosphere that Twitch has. I guess I'm just odd. Or not very convenient, I guess that's a way to put it. But I have decided I'm thinking about doing something about streaming though, because I like having the streams on a somewhat regular basis. I think from now on I'm going to try doing a stream every Wednesday night, unless something happens. You can expect a stream on Wednesday night for those of you who are interested in watching. Right now we're going through Dragon Quest XI, which if that's not your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to come out and just say hi and make fun of the game, that's cool too. It's a pretty fun game and I'm enjoying it, so don't make fun of it too much. Make fun of me instead. Please don't do that, because that'll hurt my feelings, and I don't need that right now. But I do like the idea of streaming on a more consistent basis, even if it's not going to be all the time thing. At least every Wednesday would be okay to me. And speaking of streams, I'm thinking about having a Halloween stream later this month. I don't know if it's gonna be on Halloween or if it's gonna be on like the day before or the day before that, but I want to do a Halloween stream because I want to do the DLC to The Evil Within, because I've never played it. It's blind to me, and I think that would be an awesome thing to do on stream, because there's like 7-8 chapters or so of the entire DLC, and I feel like that'd be a lot of fun to do. Get some spooks in, be scared on Halloween. Yeah. But those are the updates that I can think of right now. If anything else pops up, I'll probably make a separate video about this, but just to let you guys know, I haven't forgotten about the channel. The channel's not dead. It's just kind of sleeping right now. Please don't disturb it. Don't poke it. Don't try and wake it up. Far Cry 5 will be coming back at some point. I don't know when. But like I said, I'm not going to actually continue it until everything's been recorded. I don't want to record and then try uploading again and then feeling like I have to force myself to record. In short term, it's worse for me to do that than it is long term. So I'm going to just wait until I get the rest of the game done. Then we're going to focus on editing and rendering, and then uploading to YouTube for you guys. So again, I apologize for nothing really being uploaded. Yeah. I have to say I'm sorry. To those of you who have subscribed, I know that we've got a new subscriber recently. To those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much for being subscribed to this channel. To those of you who have stopped by this video but have not subscribed, please subscribe. Those of you who have stopped by this video and have yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing to the channel, because that would be nice. You don't have to, but it'd be nice. If you haven't already done so, please go and put a follow on words. If you haven't already done so, you can go and check out the Twitch channel and leave a follow there saying that, hey, you'll get notified when I get streams on Wednesday nights, hopefully if they work. There's also a Discord server that nobody uses, but I made anyway because I wanted people to just kind of group together and say hi. So if you have a Discord and would like to be friends with me, please go and click the link in the description. Yeah, totally selling myself out here, right? So that's essentially the updates in a nutshell and what the whole hiatus for now is going to be. Again, I apologize because it's not the most, convenient thing. It's not the greatest thing, but I need to be transparent with you guys, and I feel like this is the best way to do so. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support. Before I start stumbling over my words some more, I'm just going to end this video off, and I will see you guys next time for either the next stream archive or maybe the continuation of Far Cry 5. Who knows? But until then, keep being awesome. This is Braxton updating out. Once again, thank you guys and apologizing for not having anything uploaded. Ugh. It's been a stressful past month. 30 days. I'll say 30 days because it's technically the beginning of October.